first team to hoist the Lombardi Trophy in our own backyard. This is so exciting.
Exciting indeed. Good evening, Melanie Michael.
And I'm Rod Carter. Thanks so much for joining us. Can I show you something? Check that out. How about that NFC champion shirt? They're all mad at me, but it's okay. We're still friends. Tonight, we have 8 underside team coverage of this exciting day in Tampa Bay. Let's begin with Jeff Patterson, who spent the evening with the fans celebrating out of the streets, and now the team is heading home tonight. Jeff?
Good evening, Rod. I know you can't see it because I've got a mask on, but I am smiling. Take a look at this crowd. All the people over here just having a fantastic time. I should tell you, the team doesn't have anything planned here. They don't plan to come out and talk to these fans, but that hasn't stopped a few hundred people from coming out here to welcome them home.
Go! We win in Green Bay, shredded that cheese, baby! Shredded that cheese in Green Bay!
Around Raymond James Stadium tonight, a spontaneous celebration by Bucs fans, young and old. Maybe it's due to months of isolation from the pandemic. Maybe it's because this is more fun than protests or politics. Maybe it's because the Bucs haven't played in a Super Bowl since the 2002-2003 season.
Let's go! Let's go!
Whatever the reason, Bucs fans came out tonight to raise the flag. In the crowd, we found Ruben Blanco.
It's a Hollywood story. I can't believe it.
He's Tampa, born and raised.
I've been a diehard Buck fan from day one. I went to Philadelphia in the championship game.
The last time the Bucs went to the Super Bowl, Blanco was there.
I was here for Super Bowl 43. I went to San Diego. I'm here now for this one. It's unbelievable. Tom Brady has took over this town.
But he says tonight's win and this celebration are different.
This is a little different. This is in your home stadium. We made history. Nobody will ever take that away from us. The Bucs are the first team to play a Super Bowl at home in their home stadium. We're the first ones. That'll never be taken away.
But as Bucs fans took to the streets tonight to celebrate, so did Tampa Mayor Jane Castor, also a lifelong Bucs fan.
This is beyond exciting. I mean, we have been through so much, and not just this year, the pandemic, but, you know, as true fans of the Buccaneers, we have waited so long. So this is for you, Tampa Bay.
So Tampa Mayor Jane Castor is here. She's actually out there behind me on the tarmac waiting for the team to arrive. But we should think about this for a second. The Rowdies played for their championship. The Rays went to the World Series. The Tampa Bay Lightning won the Stanley Cup. And now the Bucs are going to the Super Bowl. It's historic. We can truly claim that Tampa is a title town. Raise the flag. Live in Tampa, Jeff Patterson, 8 on your side.
Yes, my friend. That is some Tampa Bay right there. Jeff, thank you very much. Have fun out there. So we saw big celebrations, not just there, but all across the Bay Area when the Bucs won this evening. Check out the joy on all of these faces over at Sparkman Wharf tonight. They were having a great time.
This makes my heart happy just to see all this. Another big crowd at a familiar Bay Area sports hangout, Ferg's in St. Petersburg. People watching the Bucs punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. I love talking about it. It's just fun. Our team coverage now continues with Dan Lucas.
Yeah, he's been a couple of cold days in Green Bay, but it was definitely all worth it.
Well, the dream has come true for the Bucs. Almost a full dream, of course. They still have one more game to play. They are the NFC champions after their 31-26 win over the Green Bay Packers here at Lambeau Field. The Bucs built a 28-10 lead, and there were some nervous moments down the stretch, but they hang on to win and go to the team's second ever Super Bowl.
Oh, I couldn't be happier for our players. They put in so much work, and our coaching staff has done such a great job. Ownership gave us everything we needed, and yeah, I just couldn't be any more elated for these guys, the job they put in.
Well, it's been a great journey thus far. And, you know, we put the work in, and a lot of guys were just embraced everything that, you know, really when Bia got here last year, you know, there was a lot of great things that were happening and a lot of great young players. And, you know, I just loved, you know, made the decision and, you know, love coming to work every day with this group of guys. And it worked really hard to get to this point. And it's a tough game. We've had a few tough games in a row, and the next one will be really tough too. But we know what we're playing for.
So there are 2 weeks in the build-up to the Super Bowl. The Bucs will hit the practice field, but they're likely to have a number of days off to get some guys healthy and some light workouts, some walkthroughs, getting ready for their AFC opponent. Then they'll ramp it up and attempt to be the first team to not only play in its own stadium in a Super Bowl, but to win the Lombardi Trophy. With the Bucs in Green Bay, Dan Lucas, 8 on your side.
Great job, Dan. Now come home and get warm. The temperature there, the wind chill, was 2. That's a single digit of 2. But it's warm in here and we're having fun. Karen Loftus continuing our live team coverage here in studio on the big win. This has been fun.
You know what, Karen, I have to tell you, aside from all the excitement and the joy, it was just a really good game today.
It really was. So is that shirt for me right there?
The shirt?
Oh,
No, I got a helmet for you.
You better put a GPS on this because somebody's going to steal it.
My head's too big. It don't work for me.
Okay, guys. Well, let's get to some of the numbers here that I got for you. For the second straight week, I don't know if y'all noticed, but that Bucs defense absolutely smothered their opponent against a pretty talented offense, and they made one of the best quarterbacks in the league uncomfortable all night. The Bucs sacked Aaron Rodgers 5 times, the same amount they had the first time they played earlier in the season in October. Jason Pierre-Paul had 2, and Shaq Barrett, he had 3. Then both of their takeaways led to points. First, it was Sean Murphy-Bunting picking off Aaron Rodgers, and that led to a Scotty Miller touchdown before the half. And then the Devin White fumble recovery led to the Cam Brate touchdown the very next play. After the game, Barrett and Brady weighed in on that defensive performance.
Oh, it was big for us. We knew that there's no better time to be great. There's no better time to be the defense that we want to be than right now. So we just took the challenge. We know our offense was going to do what they needed to do. And when we need help, they bail us out. When they need help, we bail them out. And that's why we playing so good right now. We just working good together, and we in sync for the most part.
Yeah, they played incredible. I thought the defense was spectacular. And they've been that way, all year. They got, great front, great linebackers, play their butts off in the secondary. Some guys went down with injuries. Other guys stepped in. So it was an incredible effort by the defense. And what they did today was amazing against really an incredible offense.
And the Bucs now have 41 points off of the 7 takeaways they've had this postseason. That's what we like to call it, complementary football, when it all just comes together. Defense getting the ball to the offense, the offense scoring points.
That's the way it's supposed to work.
Sure is.
Karen, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Well, tonight the NFC champion merchandise is already on the shelf. In fact, somebody walked by my desk and threw this at me, so I'm just going to say it's for me.
Okay, Ian and I didn't get that on our desk. Come on.
Maybe you should have been at my desk.
You want to
share?
share?
Where the goodies showed up.
Speaking of merchandise, plenty of people snagging some of that after celebrating the big win tonight. And on your sides, Olivia Steen has been hanging out with fans. She is continuing our live team coverage tonight. Olivia, did you get a shirt?
I didn't. I did catch other people at Dick's Sporting Goods earlier getting their merchandise, but I didn't get a chance to get one. And speaking of fans, I don't think they're going to bed anytime soon. Right now, I'm standing outside of Raymond James Stadium, and take a look at this. People are lined up on Dale Mabry, and they have their gear. They're waving their flags. They're honking as cars pass by. It's really a celebration, and it's a huge moment for anyone who was cheering on the Bucs tonight.
We're gonna be Super Bowl champions, you hear me? News Channel 8, we are gonna be champions.
What a time to be a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan.
We've been waiting 18 years in Tampa Bay. We're back in the Super Bowl thanks to Tom Brady.
Watch parties like this one in downtown Tampa erupted with cheers and screams as the Buccaneers beat the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game.
Oh my God, it was a nail biter. We can't take it. The stress.
The second quarter was extremely stressful. We weren't putting points up, turning the ball over, but we had enough of a lead, enough strength
to pull off the big win. In just 2 weeks, the Bucs will make history.
We haven't had a good team in 20 years, and this year we have a home game at the Super Bowl. It's going to be huge.
The city's probably going to explode, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be fun.
And I spoke with so many fans tonight who told me they're willing to pay whatever it takes to get in that stadium on game day. So according to Ticketmaster, if you have an extra $10,000 or $12,000 laying around, one of those few coveted seats could be yours. Rod, Mel?
Only 10 or 12. Don't look at me. I barely got $2. Olivia,
Come
thank
on,
you
man.
very
Share
much.
share the wealth and the shirt, right?
That's all I got is a shirt.
Much more on today's big win throughout our newscast tonight. We are so excited, as you can see. And we, of course, are your official Bucs station. So much more tonight you can find on the WFLA app.
I did not win that lottery. Taking a live look at downtown Tampa from our News Channel 8 tower cam. You can see it's all red. It's beautiful there. Let's get a check on our forecast now. The weather was absolutely beautiful today. Why did you put the helmet on, sir?
I will. That's definitely happening. But yeah, not much more you could ask from a Sunday. We got the sunshine. We had temperatures in the mid-70s this afternoon. And you got an NFC championship. So yeah, things are going pretty good. You look out in Lakeland right now, it's 66 degrees. Got a breeze out of the southeast at about 4 miles per hour. It's a touch muggy, at least by January standards. You see these temperatures staying very mild in the mid-60s. Because of that, we're likely going to see more of the low cloud cover and fog developing as we move on through the overnight hours tonight. So just a heads up, be ready for some of that first thing Monday morning. Very mild, temperatures in the low 60s. As we move on through the day tomorrow, lots of sunshine breaking on out. Temperatures close to 80 degrees tomorrow afternoon. Nice run of warmth over the next few days, but there's another cold front in the forecast. I guess you're ready for that one coming up. Back to you.
All right, sir. Thank you. January became today the worst month for the coronavirus here in Florida. We've now seen more than 326,000 cases.
That's more than December or even last July, and we still have a week to go in this month. Also tonight, Florida is now approaching 1.4 million people who have been vaccinated.
A couple hundred more Floridians received their first dose of the vaccine today.
As 8 on your sides, Niko Clemmons shows us it's part of an effort to vaccinate those 65 and older in areas of need.
This is now the second time Hillsborough County has partnered with the church to get hundreds of seniors vaccinated. 600 more seniors now have their first dose.
And I'm just grateful.
Kathleen Kinsler is 74 years old and proud, she says. When she heard her church was one of 11 churches offering the COVID-19 vaccine to seniors, she didn't hesitate to sign up.
I was anticipating a lot because I don't shy away from shots of vaccinations.
Hundreds of seniors got vaccinated Sunday through an expansion of the Targeted Vaccine Area Initiative, a joint outreach effort to find locations in underserved areas in the county or where the 65 and older population is concentrated and deliver the vaccine to them.
I'm glad that it was offered to us.
The latest numbers from Hillsborough County's COVID-19 data dashboard shows more than 51,000 people have already received the vaccine. Director for the Florida Department of Health in Hillsborough County, Dr. Douglas Holt, says the county is expecting more than 11,000 new doses in the next month for the University Mall drive-through.
We can do this if we have the vaccine. I am confident.
Kinsler, like many seniors, is now looking forward to her second shot.
We didn't have to be here, but because we are, we have to do what we have to do. So if we have to follow whatever the rules are now, we have to follow those rules so that we can get out of it.
Tampa Mayor Jane Castor says she wants to see these events every single Sunday until the county can get everyone vaccinated. Seniors who got their first dose Sunday will come back for their second dose on Valentine's Day. In the newsroom, I'm Niko Clemmons, 8 on your side.
Thank you, Nico. A flight that had just taken off from Tampa International Airport apparently hit a bird and then had to land. The Delta flight was headed to Raleigh with 45 people on board. It turned around and safely landed. The bird strike damaged the plane's engine, so the passengers and the crew had to transfer to another plane for another flight.
Today marks a solemn day in the Bay Area. It was 10 years ago today that St. Petersburg Police K-9 Officer Jeffrey Yaslowitz and Sergeant Thomas Batinger were killed in a gun battle with the man they were trying to arrest. Hydra Lacey Jr. also shot a U.S. Marshal. Lacey was then shot and killed. This also happens to be the anniversary of the disappearance of this woman, Jennifer Kessie, the Orlando woman who had had roots in the Bay Area, vanished on this day back in 2006. Kessie was 24 years old when she left her condo and then headed for work. No one ever heard from her again. Right now, few clues are in the case other than someone having video of dropping her car in a parking lot a mile from her home and then walking away.
Sarasota police believe they caught 2 women who have been impersonating officers and pulling people over. Investigators say they found Jamaica McDowell and Raishana Poole